And I'm meteorologist Chris Holcomb from the 11 Alive Storm Trackers as we are tracking the rain that's moving in. And so far in Atlanta, as expected, this initial wave is just rain. But as this rain is coming in from the west and it's meeting up with that cold, shallow layer of air at the surface there in northeast Georgia, we are seeing some mixing. And this is being detected on radar. We are also getting confirmation from reports up in North Georgia that, yes, this is snow mixing in with some of that rain. Maybe a little bit of sleet involved with this as well. Over parts of Rabun County, Towns, Union, down into White County, also into Habersham County, over into parts of Lumpkin County, northern Dawson County. And what's going to happen is this colder air is going to keep moving down toward Atlanta, and as it does, that will change over the precip here in our area. Well, we will see some mixing here. If you're expecting to wake up in the morning to a blanket of white snow on the ground, you're probably not going to wake up to that. It's still going to be raining in that mix there, but it could be slick in some spots depending on just how cold these temperatures get. As this system, that's the area of low pressure that's going to move through tomorrow, that will help to enhance the development of snow as we go through the mid-morning hours and into the afternoon as well. So that's why, because of the potential for that mix and again the snow, that's why we have that winter storm warning in effect that includes numerous counties here in northeast Georgia. As far south as Gwinnett County, Barrow County, Forsyth County, that line up to the north. Now below that, along the I-20 corridor, we have a winter weather advisory in effect that goes through metro Atlanta and also up toward the north and west. So where we have that winter storm warning in effect, that's where we think we're going to have the highest impacts. And you can see potentially 3 to 6 inches of snow in some of those areas. Just below that, 1 to 3 inches from Elberton to Athens, over through parts of Oconee, Barrow County, Gwinnett, Forsyth, on up into parts of Gilmer County, potentially 1 to 3 inches of snow. And then a trace to 2 inches along I-20 and north of that to the north and west of us, and then much lower amounts on the south side. The other thing we're watching too is the potential for ice with freezing rain. Now, we could get some glazing to the north and east of us, but then as you go up the 85 corridor and the 985 corridor closer to the South Carolina line, that's where that ice could get a little thicker, potentially up to 1/4 of an inch. Now, meteorologist Andrew Wilson joins us right now. And Andrew, you know, that thickness of the ice is going to be a real determining factor on how bad some of those impacts will be.
Exactly. One of the biggest issues that we get whenever it comes to ice accumulation, Chris, is whenever we have power outages. That's what ice usually causes whenever we're talking about freezing rain. So avoid unnecessary travel, especially for those bridges. Sometimes ice can accumulate there pretty easily. Light ice can occur on trees, and sometimes it could bring trees down, especially when we have high winds like what's expected for tomorrow. So that could lead to some scattered power outages. Looking at that high wind warning that we do have in place for tomorrow, you see that a good chunk of North Georgia is included in that, including the Atlanta metro, where we're going to have gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Some of the mountains there in far north Georgia could have up to 60-mile-per-hour gusts, and sustained winds are going to be 20 to 35 miles per hour. That's going to be from about midnight through noon tomorrow. You see everybody else who's not included in that high wind warning, at least in a wind advisory, so still going to be gusty. Here's a look at what those winds are going to be like as we head throughout tonight. Again, picking up as we head just past midnight through 5 a.m. You see some of these stronger winds, possibly even up to 40-mile-per-hour gusts there in some spots. 44 there in Gainesville by the time we get to 9 a.m. And it's quieter for the afternoon, but still pretty gusty, 20 to 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts as we head throughout the afternoon there on Sunday. So here's the timeline for the snow starting to pick up there as we get closer on towards 3 a.m. for far northeast corners of Georgia. Starting to see some of that wintry mix change over for Atlanta by the time we get to 6:30 a.m. And then the snow will continue as we head throughout the afternoon on Sunday, finally wrapping up as we head into the evening. Sunday night going to be drier. Monday morning, though, going to have temperatures below freezing, so anything on the ground will refreeze if it had melted a little bit, leading to some hazardous travel there possibly Monday morning. Drier all the way through Tuesday.